Hello, welcome to another episode of Ukulele AMA. Today's question is, how can I get more consistency with fretting certain chords? And to talk about this, I'm going to use what I call the pen and screwdriver analogy. Well, let's go ahead and dive right in. A lot of times people are playing a chord like a G chord, something like this. And if you look closely, what's wrong with this? Well, my fingers are bent the wrong way. Even though I'm getting right up next to the fret wire, do you see how each one of these fingers are recessed? Like this. And by recess, what I mean is this knuckle right here is going inward, and we don't want that. And the reason is very simple. We don't want the finger to go here because when we do that, our point of control to move the tip of the finger is all the way up here, and that's not very good or accurate. We want accuracy as we're fretting the ukulele. So by bending this knuckle, we have more of a point of control to the tip of the finger now being in this area. The analogy that I like to make with this is like a pen. When you're writing on a piece of paper, where do you hold the pen? Do you hold the pen all the way over here? Or do you choke up on the pen and hold it right near the tip? Well, people hold it here because you don't have to push very hard with a pen. You just need to get very accurate with the motion. And the tighter up on the pen you grab it, the easier it is to have control, right? Same logic here. The bend right there allows you to have more control over the finger. You may have to develop some muscles in this area of the hand. As cheesy and crazy as that sounds, it is absolutely true. But whenever you're fretting something that's not a bar chord, make sure that those fingers are bent at that angle to have the best control possible. Now, the flip side of this analogy is when we're playing. So on my playing hand here with my thumb, when I'm plucking with my thumb, I don't want to be using this knuckle. It goes completely against what I just said here. And the reason's very simple. Here I wanted accuracy, but down here I want power. So I actually want to use this lower part of the hand as I'm plucking so that I can get more power with my playing and get a richer, fuller tone. The analogy here is instead of a pen, think of a screwdriver. If you're trying to pry something open with a screwdriver, would you choke up on the screwdriver like this and try to open it? No, not at all. You go all the way down, get all the way in there, and then you go like so. The reason for that is to get more torque. It gives you more power. Even though it's a little bit less controlled, it's much more effective at actually pulling the top off. In this case, with plucking with our thumb here, it's a much better technique because it gives us more tone. When we're plucking like this, everything's very soft and difficult to get a wide gamut of sound versus this. I can play very loud and very soft with. So that's the pen and screwdriver analogy. You know, we want to treat our thumb on our playing hand when we're plucking more as a screwdriver to pry something open, prioritizing torque so that we keep this knuckle right here more straight. But when we're fretting with our fretting hand, we want to make sure we're using those first knuckles and bending them so that we're treating it more like a pen, getting nice up there so that we've got the most control possible. So I hope this is a little bit helpful as you're working on practicing your ukulele. And if you'd like to see your question answered on the next episode of this, be sure to drop it in a comment down below. Thanks so much and have a great week.